Relative clauses. This is a very important grammar lesson because this is one of the ways we can expand a sentence. There are two types of relative clauses as I have categorized. One is basic clauses. Basic clauses uh, consist of who, that. Actually, I will explain you where we can apply the relative clauses. It is a vital factor in essay writings as well as speaking. This is the this is the way, actually, if you apply relative clauses, this is the way you can enhance your scores for IELTS, PTE, whatever the examinations you sit for. Actually, in order to describe a person, we use relative clause who or that, but we mostly use relative clause who to describe people. And to describe an object or an animal, we use which. To describe a place, we use where. And to describe a person, I mean, it's an object. The person is an object here, then we use whom. And whose we use to describe a belonging of a person, to describe a belonging. I will explain you one by one what they are. These all belong to all the basic clauses. And the other one is prepositions followed by relative clauses. This is somewhat complicated and advanced. They are such as by whom, without whom, from whom, to whom, and in which, without which, from which, from where, to where. So these are the basic, these are the relative clauses that I'm going to cover up, and these are the relative clauses that the whole syllabus contains. So let's start with what relative clause means, and I'm going to explain you where to use now a relative let's clause in a sentence. Start learning relative clauses. Well, now look at the first. I have written a sentence here. A policeman caught a man. This is a simple sentence, just a simple past tense, and it has no any kind of a complication here. But uh, if we want to describe something more about this policeman, because we usually use relative clause to describe a noun. There is none any other than noun that can be described using a relative clause. So relative clause is only used to describe a noun here, noun. And the other one is there is another noun, man. So I'm thinking right now, I want to describe these two nouns more while I'm keeping these two nouns in the same sentence. So now I want to tell you something more about this policeman. That means that policeman, that time, he was walking along the road, along that road that time. So, and if I'm going to talk about this man, that man was trying to snatch a purse from an old woman that time. So now I want to combine these two sentences. This is about something more about the policeman, and this sentence is something more about the man. So while keeping the same sentence, I'm going to expand this sentence like this. Look, uh, a policeman who, this is the relative clause which I have used to describe the man here. The policeman who was walking along the road caught a man. This is a man I'm describing more using a relative clause here, who was trying to snatch a purse from an old woman. So look at this. So this sentence become one sentence. The three sentences I have joined together using relative clause. So, but don't get confused between relative clauses and conjunction. There's another method to expand a sentence we call conjunction. It's another word is adjectival clauses. Uh, what that does is that we join two sentences from the middle or from the beginning using conjunctions. But here, for relative clauses, what we are doing, we are inserting sentences after the noun, inserting, right? So remember what we do in relative clause, we insert sentences after the noun, and the conjunctions, what we do, we use conjunctions between two sentences to form one sentence, or we use conjunction at the very beginning to join these two sentences. So it looks like kind of a gum that or glue that you join the two sentences, but here this is kind of an insertion, right? Okay, this is what we call relative clauses. So look at this, how expansive the sentence is after joining the conjunctions, sorry, relative clauses. Right, now we will move on to more about the relative clauses in greater details.